This is the JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe.
If you had to pick the most important beverage to you. Yeah. Like if you think about your everyday life and how you operate. Oh my God. I'm going to punch you right in the taint. What is the beverage that you cannot get through your day without?
So you're, wow. Well, saying bourbon right now would probably not sound great.
Probably not.
No, I'll just do the pat answer. I'll just do the pat answer. Vodka.
Oh my God.
No, coffee. It's coffee.
Yeah, it's coffee.
There is no other.
It is coffee.
I just love coffee.
PC too.
I try not to drink too much, but I love coffee.
Coffee mug, cruising away the haze. Liquid proof that I can win this race. Coffee mug, the flip that cases all. The interlink, keep it busting all. I don't need no food to talk, I just circle in my coffee mug. I don't need no kiss, no, I just circle in my coffee mug. Let them ban my liquid drug up choice. There's too many hooks, and they've got too much voice. So for the moment, we're all pretty good to go. When I ain't cooked, when I ain't more to go. I don't need no food to talk, I just circle in my coffee mug. I don't need no kiss, no, I just circle in my coffee mug.
Exactly.
Was that a punk song about coffee mugs?
Yeah. Hell yeah. It was.
This is the dumbest show in the last hour and 2 minutes I've ever been a part of in my history.
So the company that owns Keurig, which, by the way, we have completely detached from the K-Cups. We have broken up, because I have a plastic spoon in my brain. We have broken up with the microplastics that are K-Cups. And, man, it's been an adjustment. But we've made it. We've lived through it. We are brewing coffee the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Imagine that. So the company that owns Keurig, Dr. Pepper, and a bunch of other brands released its first ever State of Beverages report. And it found that the most important drink of them all is, in fact, coffee. It's the top beverage that Americans say they cannot live without. 62% agree with the statement, my day doesn't start until I've had a cup of coffee. 69% agree with drinking coffee every morning is my happy place.
Yeah, boy.
That doesn't mean that coffee is our favorite drink, though. It's just the one that we need in order to function every day. Do you want to take a guess at what America's favorite beverage is?
Like in what category?
Wet.
What? What?
No, I'm not going to give you a category. Just favorite beverage.
Favorite beverage? Milk.
No.
Really?
Sad. Because it is June Dairy.
Man, I hope it's not liquid death. Although I guess that would be okay. I don't know. Orange juice. I don't
Soda.
Know. Oh, it's just soda.
Just soda.
All right, oof. I don't drink soda.
Yeah.
The only time I have soda is in a mixer.
It's weird because every now and then, like twice a year, I'll hear you say, man, I could really go for whatever.
I know, but
a Mountain Dew or a Pepsi.
When's the last time you saw me with a Mountain Dew?
Oh, my God.
I don't drink it.
Forever ago.
I don't drink it.
But, like, it's so rare.
I know.
Yeah.
I miss it, but I just don't want the 48 grams of sugar.
Right.
I just don't need it. Because I drink one, I'm going to want two of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where you know where it goes? This little ring right around the waist. It just plops right there.
53% enjoy the taste more than any other beverage. The thing with soda, it's the carbonation that I miss when I give up soda.
Sure.
I'm like, I want a carbonated beverage. And I know, I get it. There's like the, whatever, LaCroix and all that, which is good. It's fine. It serves its purpose, but it's not the same as an ice cold Diet Mountain Dew.
Right. I got you. I get it.
I
get it. I mean, I go to McDonald's. I get tea. I get unsweetened tea.
Yeah.
So I try to. That's the one thing I do. Try to. It's one little thing you can do to keep some sugar and bad things out. But anyways.
Yeah. The Diet Dr. Pepper, probably the best diet soda out there.
Tasting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I hate the taste of diet.
I will say, though, the zeros, like Coke Zero, Pepsi Zero.
I don't think I tried one.
Those taste more like regular soda.
That's the key.
Sure.
That's the key, right?
Man, Coke Zero, is off the hook for some reason.
I will
It's
grab.
so good.
Like I go to Quick Trip, I don't grab. I mean, I'll get a Gatorade every once in a while, but I usually get the milk. I get the little milks
Oh, yeah.
with anything I eat. So
Oh, dude.
good cold 2% milk.
Oh, man. Yeah,
Nothing
dude.
better. Nothing better.
I just chug it right out of the fridge. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
So, speaking of, you said Gatorade. This is kind of cool. I'll bring this up.
Some sugar in that too.
Mr. Skin shared his wife made a new sports drink. It's called Good Sport.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'll just read you the post. My wife Michelle launched a sports drink called Good Sport 4 years ago. She did it because my son was playing travel baseball, and she hated that the kids had to drink the popular sports
She
drink.
sold it to Coke for $3 billion.
Dude, just wait. There were no healthy options. She read that milk had great natural hydration, but with protein and lactose, it couldn't be used while you were working out. So she had an idea. She met with a dairy scientist at a major university, and together over 2 years, they figured out how to delete the protein and lactose, but keep all the natural electrolytes and carbs. So she created a delicious elite-level hydration drink with no artificial colors, sweeteners, or dyes. On top of that, Good Sport has been tested separately by scientists at Penn State and Arizona State's hydration labs against the major sports drinks and totally crushed them. So there's a bunch of NFL teams, MLB teams, and college teams that have been ordering Mr. Skin's wife's new Good Sport sports drink.
Goodness.
I know. There's a WNBA team that is only allowed to drink the Good Sport. And now they are in a few Costco's in Texas, Oklahoma, and New Orleans. I'm sure they're going to be everywhere.
If you add rum and blend it, does it become a bad sport?
Yes, it does, in
Right.
fact. But how cool is that?
So it's
She made her own
Is it
sports drink.
more on the milk side or the energy drink side?
It's not an energy drink. It is to
Just
help
that-
replenish your electrolytes
Okay.
and all of that stuff.
So not a protein drink.
No, sports drink.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I like that Fairlife strawberry. It's one of the best tasting
Dude,
drinks I've ever had in my
the
life.
Fairlife chocolate, too, tastes like...
It's weird. I don't like Fairlife milk plain. We have it in our vending machine. I think it tastes like horrible.
Yeah.
But man, that strawberry is one of the great flavors I've ever had in my life. 42 grams of protein.
Yeah, and the chocolate Fairlife tastes
Chocolate's good.
like freaking... It's like a malted milk
Yeah,
almost.
it's foamy. It's incredible.
Yeah.
And from what I read on the label, pretty damn good for you.
Yeah. Even the pure protein strawberries and cream, for some reason, that tastes so good. I don't know.
Usually by the time I get to a Quick Trip about noon, the Fairlife strawberries are gone.
Yeah. They're so good.
Seriously.
What is this? Dr. Pepper blueberry pie.
Dr. Pepper blueberry pie.
Dr. Pepper's been doing some crazy stuff lately.
The sweet one. I like that little guy.
Oh my God, no. Is that really a thing? I know they have the blackberry one. Crazy. Okay, well, there you go.
Well, shout out to Brouhaha Roasters. We went through our, what's the Dervish? Or
A
whatever.
Whirling Dervish.
The Whirling Dervish. It was super good. It wakes me up and makes me poop.
Oh, excellent.
And that's a positive plug. That's a good plug.
The two for we all are
Yes,
looking for.
that's my caffeine. Yes.
Dumbing down your smartphone. One podcast at a time. Listen, rate, and subscribe to the JJO Morning Show podcast. Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
A New York man may have earned a Guinness World Record by playing golf for 36 consecutive hours.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Felt like that yesterday in the 88-degree heat.
Didn't?
Felt like
Oh,
36
you poor
hours.
baby. Kalichi Zahi, maybe, was originally going to golf for 24 hours, but he found in the middle of his run that a Norwegian man had just completed an attempt that went on for 32 hours.
Wow.
And he was like, I ain't going to be beat by no goddamn Norwegian man. So he bumped it up to 36. Here he is, finishing up his 36 hours.
You guys kept me pushing, you guys kept me going. And just for that, I'm a champion, I guess. I'm a world champion.
You're a world champion.
So we'll see. I think Guinness still has to verify and everything, and
That's cool.
we'll take it from there.
The
That's
be-
a long time.
One of the cool records I think is great in golf is who can play the fastest round of golf and yet score low and yet go low.
Yeah.
That's cool because those guys are sprinting full-out sprinting in between shots. And they only take a few clubs with them, but they're really good. And to, settle yourself and make that shot and then sprint to the next shot, it's pretty badass. Let me see what that record is. I know it's pretty low. It's shockingly low. Go ahead.
Well, I'll just, I can give you some typing music here while you're figuring out what's...
I don't know how to type.
Okay, man, your fingers.
Son of a... All right.
Work those things.
What do you think what do you think the lowest round with the fastest time? Oh, wait, they show that. See if they show the score. What do you think the fastest time is?
I have no idea. Don't even know what a regular time is.
The fastest individual round of golf officially recognized by Guinness World Record, 36 minutes, 4 seconds for 18 holes. Set by Luke Willett in May 2024. A team of 62 Iowa golfers also beat the record for the fastest team round, completing 18 holes in 10 minutes and 51 seconds. The hell did that work? Let's try to see what his score was, because I know score is part of the fun part.
Yeah, because otherwise you can just...
Right, just run. It doesn't matter. Just slice a ball and run.
Just hit a ball. And, yeah, then
take a bag of balls with you and just shank and run.
Like, it's way more impressive if you get it in the hole and run. You know what I'm saying?
I can't find. Why is that?
That's pretty cool,
I know
though.
it was low, though. I thought it was in the 60s as well, which is incredible. It's like, it reminds me of the beer mile. Every 440, you got to slam a beer.
Yeah.
And
oh, my God.
That was incredible, because that was right around 4 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know. All that beer sloshing around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, there's definitely people that puke with the beer mile.
Oh, no doubt about it.
Yeah. I'm nauseous just thinking about it.
Yeah.
Dude, no.
I can't find the score. Anyways, that's fun stuff.
That is fun stuff.
That's it. That's good, dude.
36 hours is a long time to do anything.
36 hours.
In a row.
That's the longest anybody's ever stayed on the radio.
Oh, we've looked this up. Wasn't it
like
105 hours?
Yeah, it was like 8 days or something. I think it was like 7 or 8 days. Not that motivated. I don't want to hear Hardy for 7 straight days.
Okay, Guinness World Record for longest career.
Longest career?
As a female radio presenter DJ is held by Mary McCoy, a Texas DJ who's been on the airwaves for nearly 72 years.
A lot of dick jokes.
Her career began when she was just 12 years old.
Oh, that's not weird at all.
Yeah, right.
Her dad probably owned the radio station.
Okay, let's see. Longest someone stayed on the radio.
Yeah, longest. Just like 7 days. Doesn't that sound like just miserable?
207 hours, 1 minute, and 16 seconds.
Yeah. You tacked a minute on to break the record. How many days is it? 24? 724, 140. That's like 15 days. That's like 16 days.
207 hours?
Yeah.
I don't know about your math there, John.
What?
But that's a long time. It's too long. No, thank you. Pass.
207 hours is 8.5, almost 9 days. I said that. I said 7 or 8 days.
I think you said 15.
Well, metrically. Da, 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 da.
Okay.
All right, that's good.
This one, it says, in 1959, a radio DJ named Peter Tripp kept himself awake for over 200 hours for charity, and he never recovered psychologically.
Really?
Yeah, that's what radio will do to you.
Really?
Yeah.
Wonder what was the side effect? I mean, so what? You go home and sleep for a week. What's his deal?
I don't know.
All right, he seems soft. Must have been the music. Must have been the music. I mean, part of that you'd have to be able to play whatever you want, bring in your records, and just get weird.
Right.
Just to keep you
and the listeners
motivated.
know you're going to be weird.
Yeah.
You know,
have your listeners bring records in, and you can critique their music. That'd be kind of fun.
That would be fun. I would enjoy that part of it a lot.
So 7. You have any interest in that? You want to break that record?
No.
No interest.
Do you? You don't? That's just too long.
No, I don't.
I mean,
care.
what do we get?
Yeah, What do we get? When you get the record? How many? What do they give you? What do they give you an hour? What do you get? 5 minutes, or what do you get?
Like to take a break?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need breaks.
See, I think those records shouldn't involve a break. I think you ought to be. I think you have to stay in a studio. You got to pee in a can. Alter
All
your
the
diet.
gross stuff.
Yeah, alter your diet, and we have to
Just make it nitty gritty.
We have to keep our feces in this room until until you leave.
Listen, I'm not here to kink shame you, John, but I think there might be some problems.
We're going to
with
put a little curtain. Lance is going to hold up his coat while you.
No, Lance is not going to be anywhere in here. All right.
While you tinkle.
Okay, so there's another guy that's trying to make global history as he attempts to break the Guinness World Record for longest marathon hosting a radio talk show. The show will begin on Thursday, June 26th, and will run until Monday, June 30th.
All right.
Marathon broadcast will take place on High Impact 102.1 FM.
High Impact 102.5.
This is in a different country. So inspiration for this bold feat traces back to a chance encounter on the bustling streets of Lagos. This dude met two boys offering to clean his windshield. I don't know where this is going. One of them, when asked about his dreams, quietly said, "My parents don't have the funds." The other said he wanted to be a doctor. A moment struck a deep chord. Their words mirrored my own journey. I knew what it felt like to be counted out, to have big dreams and no clear path. That encounter reignited my commitment to use this mic not just to talk, but to uplift.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. He once battled intense shyness, yada, yada, yada. Today he hosts a 6-hour radio show every Saturday and Sunday. That's way too long. And a 4-hour show every Tuesday to Thursday, connecting thousands through bold, insightful conversations. How are you going to do a talk radio show for that long? That's so long to talk.
Radio Tradio and Recipe Minute.
I mean,
here's what I think you
playing
ought
a
to
few
do.
records in between would sure be nice.
Here's the thing. Here's a record I think would be cool, and I think it'd be more hard to pull off. Not as cushy if you get a 5-minute break. I think you have to bring all the food and water and everything you need to bring into a studio, and they lock the door until you wave the white flag, trying to set your record. So you have to be self-contained, like you're in a submarine.
Yeah.
All right? Everything you need has to be in this room. You cannot leave.
We need a port up John in here.
Sure, you can do a little camper toilet over there with a little blue tank.
I'm not coming.
You're going to call in that week? Okay.
Like you got to bring in all your water.
Taking the week off.
Yes, your food, everything you need, and you cannot turn the mic off.
Ever
Until you decide to surrender. And that's the record. Now these sissy 5-minute breaks where you can go out and get a B12 shot. That's crap.
Can you? Okay, I hear what you're saying. Are you allowed to sleep? Like, can I keep the mic on and just go to sleep?
No, hell no. You have to. Your mouth has to be moving. From what I've seen, that's not been a problem.
It's true.
Yeah, you can have a guest in. But you are not allowed to leave or shut the mic. These microphones have to stay on for as long as you're trying to break the record.
Okay.
That's where it's at, man.
But I can't sleep?
No, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. How do you do that? How long do you think you could stay awake doing a show? A day and 2 days?
I'm not staying awake 2 days.
Yeah, that'd be tough.
I'm not doing that.
I mean, clearly this guy, whoever set the 8-day record or whatever, got on overnight or something, got a chance to sleep.
You can't. How would you stay awake?
Well, right. That's the thing. What do you take
20
shifts?
minutes
That's
nap.
not cool. Oh, he gets to sleep 15 minutes every 3 hours. That's not cool. It's not a record.
I would.
It's an assist.
I would chicken out. I can't. If you let me sleep 15 minutes, I'd be like, just end the promotion. I'm going back to bed.
Yep.
It's over.
Does hooking up a heart monitor and with a microphone so you can hear a heartbeat on the microphone? No, that doesn't count. You have to be talking. Anyways, weird.
I'm glad we made up this mock promotion.
Weird.
Scissoring through the news and cutting out the crap, I'm Biatch.
Did you ever see the Beach Boys in concert?
I did not.
And we're going to talk about
Brian Wilson
Brian
died.
Wilson.
The dude died from the Beach Boys, Brian Wilson.
Right?
Man, what a week. Sly Stone and Brian Wilson.
Well, if you think about it, and the number of bands that came out of that era,
Yeah.
this is going to be happening more often than you think.
Super old. How were you a Beach Boys dude?
Not so much.
Yeah, you were more into like the rock side, the Deep Purple. Yeah, you were into the BTO stuff, weren't you?
Bacon, tomato, and onion?
Yes. Yes, great band. Yes, great band. I'll tell you a story about the Beach Boys. It's not a great story, but it's a story. This is what you got to do when you're trying to break a world record to stay on the air. You got to tell
You're
stupid.
going to hear terrible
You're
stories.
going to hear terrible, lame stories, but it's all true. God strike me down. When I was working in Kansas City, and I was married, the first wife. Haven't really dealt with that emotional scar yet.
Who needs therapy?
No, I'm just kidding. I married her because she was hot.
She
Who
married
needs
you
therapy?
because
And then she left me because I was a douchebag. Anyways, we were married in Kansas City, Stacy. And the radio station was above the sports bar. Anyways, so we were playing Kokomo.
Oh, yeah.
I was in Kansas City at the time Kokomo came out. And Brian Wilson was not recorded on Kokomo. But he was there with the band. It was a thing with his agent. I think she wasn't letting his life coach, whatever, wasn't letting him. She was kind of weirdly directing him and telling him what to do and controlling his life. Anyways, they were at the sports bar downstairs. They were playing somewhere that night, and we were doing a meet and greet. And we were down there, and Stacy comes up to me and she goes, "There's a weird guy touching me." I'm like, "All right." Drinks were flowing. This is 88, dude. Beach Boys are back. And I'm like, really? I'm like, all right, what's this all about? I'm like, who's this dude? I thought I was going to have to punch him out or something, Because Stacey, she's pretty cute. She's pretty hot. And I'm like, where? Who is it? Because we'll get him kicked out. We'll make him leave. We walked over. It was Brian Wilson.
Did you get him kicked out?
I did not get him kicked out. We stayed on the other side of the bar.
Replay today the JJO Morning Show podcast. Get up with Johnny and D.
Part
JJO.
of my tough stance on immigration, Taco Tuesdays will be changed to
Pizza Pthursday.
I like pizza, pepperoni, mozzarella, and pencioli. I like pizza with salami, eggs and cheese and oregano. I like pizza with tomato. I like pizza.
He likes pizza.
We like pizza.
She likes pizza.
We like pizza in the morning. We like pizza every day. We like pizza in the evening. We like pizza anyway. I like pizza, pepperoni, mozzarella.
Happy Pizza Thursday, everybody.
Hey.
When deciding between pizza or a burger for lunch, one California family is going to tell you to choose pizza. Northern California man McKinley Nelson, 72, and his wife's craving for the beloved Italian dish paid off massively, with their visit leading them to a $1 million prize.
Whoa,
according to the California Lottery. The Yolo County couple visited a wine and liquor store which shares the building with Round Table Pizza. Located about 40 miles west of Sacramento, they needed some change to tip service. So Nelson here broke a $100 bill by purchasing a couple lottery tickets.
That's how it always happens.
I think it was $20, and I went to the truck and I started scratching. Nelson told lottery officials in a news release.
I love it.
The retired veteran says he recalls telling his wife, "I think that's his $1 million, but I'm not sure."
I'm in a pizza fog. I can't see straight. Is that $1 million?
The pair proceeded to check their winning ticket through the California Lottery app, which verified he scored a jackpot prize. The pair were in near complete disbelief that their decision to tip became incredibly and instantly profitable.
That's how it happens. That's how it happens. Yep.
He said, "So my wife almost had a heart attack, and then we went and we had to go in and buy the pizza. It was all because of her. She's the one that likes the pizza."
Wow.
McKinley said he's played the California Lottery for 40 years. Took a long time to win, he quipped. See? You just got to keep playing, John.
You can't win if you don't play. Let me in on a little secret.
Nelson said he's going to pay off his house with the money and also purchase a camper van.
Oh, nice.
With their new RV, they're going to drive around and see family.
Good.
That's the first thing I'd want to get to.
I hope y'all get poison ivy. Folks,
No.
Here's the thing. I don't know what I was going to say.
Yeah.
I was going to say something. The camper thing threw me off.
It's
I
stocked
know
with
what
a medical bag. Don't worry.
I know what I was going to say. At this point in my life, I should quit gambling because $1 million wouldn't cover the $3 million I've spent on scratch-offs.
This is what I've been trying to tell you.
Trying to win $1 million.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, you're not my mother, although sometimes I wish you were. Anyways.
We'd get you fixed up in no time.
Help me, Mammy.
Yep. Oh, no. It's the moms coming at you. Yeah.
That's cool.
That is cool. Good for them.
Good for them. Well, I'm always encouraged that at least somebody wins.
Yeah.
So it's not,
And
somebody.
I also hope they spend it nicely.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
waste it, or they don't
cool.
get into a fight about it. You always
Yeah.
hear about that kind of stuff too, which is bad.
Well, man, I know those Mercedes, or whatever, those camper vans that are rigged up. Those things
They're pricey.
They're like a couple of $100,000.
Yeah, they're
dude.
pricey.
Yeah, they're really pricey.
And depending on what you get, too, because, you can totally make those things individual to your own whatever. And sky's the limit. I think that's what I find so fascinating about them.
Yeah, totally.
I was amazed.
What's inside of there? Show me what you did.
We were out at Christy had a remote for Q106 out. Is it Camper World out in at our exit in Windsor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Camper World out there. That's a good crew. You can get like a 25-foot camper for a couple of $100 a month. They're really really affordable.
Yeah.
And you get a lot of camper for that kind of money. Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Anyways, we're hotel people, but it makes you think.
Yeah, I know.
If I had a camper, I'd be out more,
The pop-up camper changed for us.
Maybe I would. In a good way.
Because Chris's version of camping before he met me was Motel 6.
Yeah.
So,
Dude, they'll leave the bed bugs
and I grew
on the
up
bed for
full
you.
on camping. So the pop-up camper was a great compromise for us. I don't regret it at all because now I totally feel like I'm glamping when I go out.
Sure.
And
those are neat.
there's enough room for teenage boys to be in there with you. And
And you're all kind of together in a cool space. So we had a pop-up camper, and I had great
I always
memories.
like to gut them and make them look cuter on the inside.
right.
And,
I have great memories of our pop-up camper because those things you can pull with a car. I mean, you can pull them with anything, My dad pulled ours with a bicycle. That's how lightweight it was.
Oh, my God. No wonder why you drank.
until we put all of our beer and stuff inside of there,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
no one can take it anywhere.
What do you
but-
pull it with? A car? SUV?
We've got a Jeep.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So a Jeep. There you go.
Yeah.
Regular Jeep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Pop-up camper's a good starter camper.
Yeah, 100%.
That's a good one.
Okay, there is, I don't know if any of y'all know this, but there is a smart pizza oven that's on the market right now.
Oh my, they get better now.
Yeah, it's about $560. Cooks a pizza in 2 minutes. Dude,
Come on.
this thing goes up to 850 degrees
Wow. I
Fahrenheit.
don't know if I trust that.
Right? That's pretty dang
I'm not
hot.
trying to roll my eyes, but I am.
So, it has 3 different settings on it here. Neapolitan, thin crust, And then is it New York style?
What is Neapolitan? Like ice cream? Like what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Is it like flavors or what is a Neapolitan pizza? What
Tell
does
us-
that mean?
Tell us what you're talking about.
Neapolitan pizza?
I've never heard of that before in pizza.
Yeah, I haven't either.
It's a traditional Italian style pizza originating in Naples.
Nipples.
Thin, soft, and somewhat chewy crust with high, airy edges.
I love nipples in the summer.
The crust is known for its char and often cooked in a wood-fired oven.
Oh, okay.
These kinds with the
Got it.
yeah.
Oh man, in North Carolina, there's a place that serves pizza like that. It's like I'm gonna tell you something. I dream about that pizza.
Yeah.
I get it.
It's so good.
I get it.
Man, whatever peppers they put on there, I
Yeah.
need like a bushel of them.
And then it has a frozen pizza setting too, if you're slumming it, and a broil function that you can use for anything, really.
Is that because our ovens don't do broil on their own? Like, I just need help with this being explained to me.
It's because most ovens don't get up to this
right.
heat.
And you need that heat?
Yep.
For if you want like the wood-fired pizza.
Okay.
feel.
Okay,
This
okay,
is
okay.
For like pizza snob.
This is for people making pizzas. This isn't for frozen pizza.
right.
Okay, that's where I was rolling my eyes
Yeah.
because I was like, okay, there's this thing. It's an oven, and it usually comes with your house.
Right.
Like,
right. exactly.
They're usually there. They're usually already there, and then you can buy these like $20 trays that
Well, no.
you just scrape shit off
No
of in between.
wonder.
It works
Because we've been confused. That really straightens things out. Because where our oven is a dryer, and I'm like, this food is coming out really soggy and weird.
Yeah.
I bet it smells like grease too.
It's strange. No, so okay. So the concept is at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, the difference between they broil their steaks, but their broiler gets up to like 2,000 degrees.
Right.
That's the difference.
That's
it's
cool.
It's that heat flash that does it.
Right.
See, I'd want to build that outside.
We can't get that.
I'd want to make it outside.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you.
But yeah, this is for pizzeria quality pizza at
That's cool.
home. Yeah. And I mean, you could sear your
What's
steak
it look
in
like?
there.
Is it
And
like
when
a
you explain it
stainless
to me,
steel?
the $500 seems more like I get it for the people who are hand making their pizzas. I get that now.
Yeah.
That's weird. It doesn't look like that thing could get that hot.
I know, isn't that crazy?
It's like a giant toaster.
Yeah, right.
That's really weird.
It's like a giant convection oven.
Right now, I want to make
yeah.
some pesto pizza tonight.
Have you ever thought about building a wood fire pit outside?
We have thought about it.
Menards-
We've genuinely thought about doing that.
I think Menards has a kit. You can actually just build one.
And it would
off.
have to be some sort of like smoker or something like that for
Yeah.
meats and stuff because the boys love doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And like I've considered it, but it's a project.
Yeah. I suppose.
It's a project.
Wood-fired pizza. It's easier to go to Lazy Oaf and let them shove it in the oven.
Yeah, so your pizza's going to cook in about 2 minutes.
Oh wow!
Wow, I would love to try it. I would love to try that.
Yeah. If someone,
Yeah, it's like, can we get one on loan or something and just
right,
give it a
if
try?
somebody else buy one and let us come over.
I'll bring
you-
beer. I'll bring beer.
If you have a pizza oven or a boat, could you give us a call? We'd like to hang out with you.
Yes, I would much rather give my friends full on cash for their whole day of boating than go buy a boat.
Yes, exactly. I'll buy all the booze and the snacks.
I have no
Let's
qualms
go.
of paying for that.
Amen, sister.
They said that they said our first few pizzas were a bit of a disaster. We made a plain mozzarella pizza on New York style, which was 635 degrees Fahrenheit. Followed the suggested 6 minutes of oven time, and it came out overcooked. The next attempt had too many toppings, and the dough got stuck to the pizza peel mid-flick, launching cheese and pepperoni onto the molten stone, and it resulted in a smoky mess.
That's what I was afraid
There's
of.
a learning curve
Yeah,
here.
a learning
Yeah.
of burning it.
Yeah.
That flash burning it.
That's
that
how I
quick.
felt about an air fryer the first time we got it. I was like, this is stupid. It took me months to figure out that thing was okay. I was like, what is this? What is happening?
Yeah, and then next thing you know, everything is in the air
Only
fryer.
for a few things. And I only like our air fryer because I literally can use it for everything else.
We had
Like it's like an all-in-one thing
we
of
had-
like pressure cooker and whatever. But otherwise, I'm just like, that's what an oven is for. Like, why do I have this extra thing in my house? I don't get it.
We had cubed sweet potatoes out of the air fryer last night.
Ooh,
with our
that
meal.
sounds good.
Yeah, those are good.
Perfection. So good. I love the air fryer.
And you can only cook like a little bit at a time. Like I've got grown men living at my house. One person could eat
Well,
that amount of food.
they
You know,
what
am I
think
going to do that 4 times in a row? Like,
They think they're grown men. I've seen those men.
They eat like grown men.
The JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe. Catch a new show every Monday through Friday, 6 till 10 a.m. on 94.1 JJO or streaming anywhere in the JJO app. Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.